That means you have to know your parameter of interest. That means in here, we are interested in the predicting population mean, or we are interested in predicting population proportion. This is the two that we learn. So this is your parameter of interest. You have to have that. If you can't even decide whether you are going to talk about population, predict population mean, or predict population proportion, then your whole writing will be out of topic. I will say that. So it's not the topic that you choose. What's our parameter of interest? You are talking about the mean of whatever situation that you are talking about, or you are interested in predicting the population proportion that you are talking about. So the word, the mean weight, or the mean height, the mean temperature, or the mean time taken, all these must be there when you make your problem statement. You don't tell me all the psychological theory and whatsoever. That is just a scenario. I'm not interested. You can create any scenario that you like. Please don't take your EAL topic. Yeah, you can take the EAL topic, make sure you convert it into max topic. These are called max topic. Yeah, like just now Adriana told me the weight. Yeah, so that means you are interested in the mean weight of Maggie mee packed in a packet and Maggie mee packed in a cup. So what you should do is, Adriana, you don't have to get the data from the Maggie mee website, because that is from them. They have that. So maybe you can do sampling. That means you go and buy 20 packet. Each packet you weigh. Then you go and buy another 20 cup. You make the weight. Or you go and buy 100. So you can create your own data. Then after that, from there, you randomly pick the sample. Are you going to use only one sample to justify the claim? Or are you going to use a few samples to justify the claim? That is up to you. So you want to write a report, like after, if you look at just how I explained to them, you have to know what is the effect of confidence interval. What are the factors that will affect your justification? That is the sample size, confidence level. So there you explain. So Amahan, you just tell me all the psychological things or whatsoever. To me, I'm not interested. I'm interested in this. The parameter of your interest here. Actually, I'm telling you, okay, it's not that I want to make a bad comment. When you do your EAL, you do that kind of survey, correct? Statistically, it's unsound. You understand or not? Statistically, it's unsound. That's why if next time you want to do research, correct, your concept of statistics is very important. The data that you collect, people will question you, is that true? How you collect the sample? This is something that if next time you want to do your PhD or what, statistics is a very important thing. Okay. I'm telling you, I explain all this to a person who is now a specialist, medical doctor, specialized. She's a registrar of anesthetics. My own niece. I explained to her all this. When it comes to statistics, she even take a special paper on statistics, how to justify the claim or talk about, okay, what is the percentage and so on and so forth. They even count the people who are in incubation. Okay, what happened and so on and so forth. Okay, but that is a very high level of statistics already. For us, we just make sure we have this. So your problem statement must state your parameter of interest. Adriana, are you clear? So just now I asked you, say, where do you get the data from? You say you get the data from the website of Maggie Me. So you don't have to. You can just go and buy a few packets of Maggie Me, then you start to weigh. You just take one packet, you weigh, you know roughly the weight, then you just adjust a bit here and there. Okay? Like last year, I have a student who talked about the proportion of M&M chocolate, correct? That is red in color. They really go and buy a few packets and count. Okay, so this is how you do statistics. That is what called statistics. It means you are doing experiment. Okay, so Amahon, please, your problem statement all must involve parameter of interest. Those who have specified your problem of your problem statement already, correct? Your claim already, correct? Then you please define your parameter of interest and also define the population. Then I see whether your definition is right or wrong. Okay? If you want, you can email me, okay? You can email me. Then I will tell you whether it's right or wrong. Then you can start writing. Yep. Okay. So, Amahan, okay, I have talked to you. Okay. So everyone can learn from everyone, okay? Okay, Ashley?
Yes.
Yeah.
I sent the question to see if it's okay. So I'm gonna use that question.
So I say okay, correct?
Yeah.
So can you tell us your parameter of interest?
Predicting the true proportion of fatal motor vehicle accidents, deaths in America in which driver distraction played a key factor.
Wow, in America.
Yeah.
So how are you going to get your sample?
Google.
Google. How you Google and get your sample? That is the secondary data lah. You sure Google you can get lah? You got already?
No, but if I cannot get, then can I
You cannot make it. These are things you better don't make.
Okay.
These are things you why don't you change? Okay, why don't you change to Malaysia? Or why don't you just change to your area?
Okay.
Try not to be so. It doesn't mean that you talk about global, your writing is going to be better. You understand or not? All of us understand, okay, that with the limited time, you are not able to study the whole world. you are limited with time. So your study is limited to your local area. So try to choose a topic that is related to your local area.
Okay.
You understand or not? Because there's a time limit. You are not doing a real research. You are just writing a report to show your understanding of statistical inference. Are you clear? So don't try to make it big. I know your EAL, you talk about global thing. When you talk about those who study maybe bio or what, you also talking about global thing, right? But here I tell you, your statistical inference here is very hard for you to talk about global thing because it is due to time limit. Do you know not? My niece got once he want to do his master for a final master in anesthetics. He do a research on that. She took half a year to collect data and to do the analysis on the data. Half a year. Okay, so try not to choose those topics that you know is impossible to produce the result that you want. Okay, so actually think about that. I tell you, it's very hard to get the data from Google unless you go to a special website. Last year, one of my students, he know the website. I didn't jot down the website, so I don't know where is it. But that is not important. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Brandon dan, Chien Nan, Cindy dan, Ethan dan, Huy Huy how? Wow. Hold on, I read whatever Huy type. Each car spare part are packed individually in a box. In 2018, the weight W of a car spare part is normally distributed with a mean of 7.82 kg and a standard deviation of 1.83 kg. Exactly 2 years later, after the data was collected, a quality controller checked a sample of 48 boxes of spare part and found to have the mean weight of 7.55 kg. Okay. So what are you trying to do with this? Queen, this is a question. So your scenario is each car spare parts are packed individually in a box. So what is your claim? Huh? Huh? What are you trying to justify? Maybe the mean weight has increased. So mean weight has increased, so what? What problem are you trying to solve? Huh? Green? So mean weight increase, so what? Increase, nothing what? Okay. So I give you my idea. I give you my idea. So any other who want to do this also, you can. Okay. So class, you look at here for this one. What I can do is, if the mean weight have increased, so who is the one who will have the issue of it? The transport. Correct? I will charge you more on transporting this car spare part. So the transport company want to decide whether to increase the transport fees or not. Correct or not? If your things that I carry is heavier, definitely I want to charge you more. So what you can do is you can change the scenario in such a way. A transport company who have transport all these spare parts, boxes of spare parts to any of the, I don't know, whatever you want to talk about. Or they have decided to increase the transport fees because they say that the mean weight, the weight of the boxes of this has increased. Then you go and collect the sample. Is increased by how much? You can even state the value. Then from there you can write. And you can even say the proportion of increase. How many boxes have increased the weight? Then you can write about the proportion. If more than 90% of them increase, then more than half of them increase, they will charge by this much. More than 30% increase, then they will charge this much. Hello? You see, you have to know how to create. That is whatever you give me is the question. You have to create. What are you trying to solve? What problem are you trying to solve? Based on what? Based on mean or based on proportion? Are you clear, Queen? The rest you see or not, you can have a from the textbook question, but you have to modify it. That's how you modify. Hello? Okay. Anyone have any question before I proceed to the next person? Okay, Gerald. Gerald, you just text me, is it? Are you the one, Zhang Ziming? Yeah? Yes? So he just texted me. He talked about something else. I said it's okay with his. Okay. So I will not ask you further. Any question you want to ask, Gerald? Okay, you ask. Pastor? You got one no parameter of interest. What do you mean you got one no parameter of interest? What do you mean no parameter of interest? Okay, one is your volume law. You need one more. You need one more. Okay, maybe you can say the milk carton are packed in the boxes of in a box of 10 or 20 or whatsoever. They send it and the proportion and so on and so forth. I don't know. You can try and see. Hello? Okay. Maybe, okay, let me, okay, let me discuss with one question with you. Then I teach you how to give an extra claim on certain thing. Okay, and this is also important when we talk about your coming SAT 6. Okay, can everyone turn to page 290. Look at question 6 first. Everyone do question 6 first. Then I will add on with one more claim. And in your folio, you also can add in this claim. Oh, no. I don't want to use proportion. Sorry, not this one. I don't want to deal with proportion. I want to deal with mean. Sorry. Okay, I want to page 278, sorry. 278, question 5. You see how from this question, I make another claim from it. So actually, this question is a very good question to write your folio, because 50,000 prawns is a lot. All right. You can, if you don't want, you can say 50,000 chicken from a farm. Correct? 50,000. So then someone asks to go and buy the chicken from this, if you can create your own scenario. I think we have done this before, correct? Yeah. So the 95% confidence. Okay, I just write down without interpreting. Okay, I use my calculator. We have done this before. Okay. Test, right? You know, Z interval. Okay, the stack standard deviation is 4.2. So in your writing of the folio task, right, you may not be able to get the population standard deviation, so you use this using sample standard deviation as an estimation, one of the sample standard deviation. Make it consistent for all. Yeah, sample size is 60. Confidence level is 95. Okay, so you get this 56.13. Okay, I put 56.1, and this one is 58.3 gram. Okay, I round up accordingly. Okay, do you think the buyer should purchase? Explain your answer. So they say must be at least 60 gram. So there is no, correct? Shouldn't purchase, correct? Because they say at least 60 gram. Is my answer correct, class? Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
So shouldn't purchase, because the highest possible mean is only 58.3 gram, which is less than 50. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, now I create the whole seller claim that at least, you hold on, you give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so I said the wholesaler claimed that at least 40% of his prawn is more than 55 grams. Justify this claim based on the confidence interval in A. Okay, so this is a 95% confidence interval. Okay, which means that I'm talking about here is the population of prawns. From a catch, right? Okay, this is talking about the population. So that means the weight of this population is, okay, is normally distributed, okay, with the mean. So now which mean am I going to take? I can take any mean between here. So what I need to do is I just need to count the two extreme situations. Okay, if I take the mean as 56.1, okay, then the standard deviation still the same, 4.2 gram. Yep. So now I count the probability of the weight, which is more than 55 grams, using normal CDF. Okay, you try to use normal CDF and count. The whole confidence interval must give you this. That means these are the possible mean. So I use the two extreme mean to count the probability of the weight of the prawn to be more than 55 grams. So what do you get for this one? So what do you get? So you get 0.39667, correct? So it's 39.667, so approximately 40%. So now I take the upper one. So you look at the two graphs that I draw here. If I take the lower one, is more than 40 already, then it's justified. Okay, so I use normal CDF. Okay, here is 55, 10 to the power 99. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. This answer is wrong. Do you know why this answer is wrong? This answer is wrong, huh? So this is, yeah. No. I just have to use 55. I typed in wrongly. 10 to the power 99. This is normal. CDF. 55. 10 to the power 99. Here you put 56.1, then 4.2. Here you put different mean. The two extreme mean. Okay. So this one you get So this one you got 60.33%. And this one you get, I change it to 58.3. So I got 78.4%. So whatever mean you take, the confidence interval, okay, from this confidence interval, so you see the lowest possible percentage is 60.33%, which is more than 40%. So we have sufficient evidence, we have insufficient evidence to reject this claim. So in your calculation, you also, in your report, you also can have extra claim like this kind. So this one of the question I will ask. So you use the two extreme mean to count the probability of the population. Okay, then compare with the one. Are you okay? So in your report, you can also add in an extra claim like that. Are you okay? So that means indirectly, you have 3 claims. Because these are all the possible mean. Am I right? Confidence interval for true population means, that means your true population mean can be anything, anywhere between here. Okay, so this will be one of the question in your, I also said exactly like that, okay? It's just different number only. This question is not in your, this type of question is not, but I think it's in one of the question that I give in the Times. Okay, if you please go through some of the question in Times. Okay. So now you how to have more claims. That is how you go. So from the question that you have done before, so you modify it to make your report have more than 2 claims. So this claim you may not put it at the beginning. You can put it later. Also can. Yeah. Okay. Can or not? Any question you like to ask concerning this? No, So we proceed to another person, Gerald and Jia Seng. Jia Seng?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. When Mr. call your name, you should know what Mr. want from you already.
My topic is the population of people who smoke in Malaysia,
Proportion.
or proportion.
Okay. So proportion of people who smoke in Malaysia. So
Yeah.
what are you trying to claim? What is the problem that you want to solve?
I want to solve like find out why they smoke.
Huh?
What?
You want to find out why they smoke. So anything to do with statistic? I like it, I smoke lah. So what are the statistical data that you want to collect?
No, sorry.
Ah. You see, you're all mixed up between your English topic and what are you, why they smoke, so what? What does it going to do with my statistical finding, statistical inference?
Can it be based on like their income level, their where they live?
Okay, how you want to put it? You tell
So
me first.
I can gather data of Malaysia's population income level, and then compare that data to the proportion of people who smoke. So like for example,
Okay.
people who are poor, they smoke more. Then there's like some data in there.
You got
The correlation
You got it.
I can find in Google.
Sure. Hey, you don't think Google is all able, huh? Okay. So after you find it, okay. That means what are you trying to justify? What are you trying to justify? Okay, what are you trying to justify?
That there's a correlation between like income level, where they live, and probably age also.
Okay. Listen, this main report, are we talking about correlation? Are we talking about how to use confidence interval to justify the claim? Just saying, answer Miss Do.
Think so.
No, correlation is correlation. Justify a claim is different story. Do you know that?
Or then can I say like as the claim, at least 30% of males smoke in Malaysia?
Okay. If that is, someone claim that proportion of male in Malaysia who are smoking is at least 30%.
Yeah.
Okay, so now how are you going to justify this claim? You tell me how are you going to justify this claim first?
By finding the true population mean of males who smoke in Malaysia.
Okay, how you find the true population mean? How many male Malaysian do we have?
I think like 40%. Just Google. I can Google that.
Can you reach out to every one of them?
No.
So if you can't reach out to every one of them, then what should you do?
Collect a sample.
Yeah, lor. Do you know I asked you all these questions? That means if you want to justify this claim, you starting when you write your report that time, you have to talk about sampling. You have to say why you do sampling. What is your limitation? You see or not? Do you know why everyone in the class, do you know why Miss Do keep asking Jiaseng the question? Actually, I'm giving you that idea. The population is so big. It's impossible for us to know. We are limited with time, we are limited with resources to reach out to everyone in the population, to know the actual fact about the true population proportion of male in Malaysia who are smoking. So we do sampling. Then you can start to cerita already. So you have tell me one limitation already. Why you do sampling? Because you are limited with time. You are not able to cover every male in Malaysia. Too time consuming. You see or not? Class? Just saying?
Yeah.
We are not talking about correlation here. I don't want to know why they smoke.
Then
You can, what you can do is, you can just say, a school decided whether to give a talk about hazardous in smoking. If there are not so many people who smoke, what for I tell you, what for I introduce to you such thing as smoking? Am I right?
yeah.
So the school, so that's why sometimes school talk, if I see my school student no one smoke, what for I give a talk about the danger of smoking? I'm teaching them to smoke indirectly. Do you know that? Do you know humans have this kind of mentality? The more you ask me not to do, the more I want to do. That is human, include me, right? So you can start to give a scenario. The headmaster decided whether to give a talk about to his student in the school. Okay, but on the basis of you find your own cerita lah. You come up with your own scenario, the problem that you want to solve. You get what I mean?
Yeah, so that can be my introduction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rest of you, you know how to create the problem for yourself. So the problem statement for Max is very different from the problem statement for your EAL or your so-called your topic in EAL or your topic in psychology. Very different. We must, our problem statement, our intro must be something that we want to solve for, especially for this folio task. I want something to help me to make certain decision. And my decision must be evidence-based. It's not just simply talk only. So that is where your inferential come in. Are you okay? Now everyone have a better idea? Okay, but just saying you only have one, you only have one claim, you must try to make at least 2 claim, okay? You go and think about it first. Then other lesson you can ask some more, or you can just WhatsApp me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, Just saying done. Rachel won. I hope today I can cover everyone. After we got another lesson. Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I work on the percentage of students who scored straight A's in Malaysia for A
Huh.
levels?
In A levels,
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you trying to claim? So what?
40% of students scored straight A's for in A levels. Yeah.
Okay, how are you going to get your sample? How big is your population? Like just now Jiaxing said, all the male in Malaysia, I tell you, is a lot. Malaysia population is 33 million. So if half of it are male, I mean 50 million. It's impossible to cover all the 50 million, correct?
Yeah.
So how big is your population?
2020 students batch.
How many? So I believe the exam board, correct? They sure have the percentage of students who score straight A, correct?
Yeah.
You don't have to take sample, correct? So what are you trying to justify? What are you trying to, okay, if you say like that, I just take the raw data and I can talk about it already. I don't have to do sampling at all. My claim is percentage of students who have scored straight A has been increased throughout the year. So I take each year, then I compare the one that I just tell you has increased, that's it. So do I need to involve confidence interval? Do I need to involve sampling?
No.
Rachel?
No.
No. So if you choose this topic, if you write like that, then what should I give you the grade as? Rachel? You tell me?
Yeah.
So you see, that is what Miss Do said. Very important. You must choose a scenario whereby the population is extremely big. That will allow you to do sampling. Like Adriana talk about the Maggie Mee, correct? Production. The population is so huge. Do you know 1 year they produce how many packet of Maggie Mee? Right? And every year they keep producing. So the population is extremely big. You can't cover everything. You should choose the kind of situation where it allows you to do sampling. That's why my advice is don't tap on your psychology assignment or don't tap on your English assignment because some of your topics are not suitable at all for maths. because it don't allow you to talk about sampling, don't allow you to talk about confidence interval, then what for? Huh? Rachel,
Yeah.
see or not?
Yes.
Okay, so please go and think about others after you have listened to all this.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
can?
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel, try. So, try, afterward, try to let me know. Okay. Sean Lee,
My topic is the studying the number of hours spent looking at a computer screen.
okay, so what is your parameter of interest?
The first one is mean number of hours spent looking at a computer screen one day in a day, and the second one is proportion of students who spend more than 6 hours looking at the screen in a day.
Okay, what is your population?
Population would be all college students.
All college students from every college in where?
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia. So you have to specify your population clearly. Okay, so how are you going to collect your sample?
Would do sampling.
Yeah. How are you going to collect your sample? Way to collect it.
Use like a survey.
A survey. Okay, a survey. So your survey is through what? Through what platform?
Google Forms.
Google Form. To who? To the public.
No, to college, to the sample of college students.
College student. So even from other place.
In Taylor's College.
So your population is Taylor College only, correct?
Yeah.
So your sample is just taken from Taylor College, correct?
Yes.
So that means, is your sample random?
And
If you collect it from a specific group, that means it's not random. You haven't studied the college student from Sunway. Those college from Johor, those college from Penang, those college from MMU from Malacca.
Then maybe can change the population to just college students in Taylor's College.
If you say college student in Taylor College, how big is your population?
Still very big.
Still very big. How big is it? Can you tell me? What is your population size?
In the thousands.
1,000 is very big. 1,000 data is very big.
In the range of thousands. I'm not sure.
Hello, young man. Young man, listen here. I'm asking you all these questions. That means when you write in your report, you don't just say your survey, through survey, that is sent to all the colleges around Malaysia. Can or not? I know in such a short time, it's not possible for you to do that. I'm not asking you to cheat. I'm just telling you, when you are talking about sampling, you make sure your sampling is random. For this case, you can even create your own number. I also would not penalize you. Do you get me?
Yes.
Yeah. So your population still all the college students in Malaysia. Then you can say why you need to do sampling. Hello, you must try to write it in such a way that give you opportunity to explain all the terms that you learn. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Opportunity is you yourself create. So I told you already, this folio task is not so much on the real research. It's more on why you learn this topic. What is it for? Okay. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you see, when you talk about your parameter of interest, you don't just say mean time. So what you want this for? Like for example, you can say, oh, the Taylor College says want to decide to do something, whether want to cut down the lecture time or want to cut down the online classes time and give more time for the student to do their own work. So whatsoever, you create a scenario, a problem, you are going to use a parameter of interest to decide what to do. That will be a better problem statement. Okay? Okay, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Wow, how come only 17 students here only? The rest all locked out already. Huh? Wow, your class, I have to snapshot the final one. Why so many people? Ayo, 3:05 already, sorry. Okay, I have to stop. I didn't realize it's 3:05. You see, discussion is like that. Okay, you all got test. Sorry. Okay, so thank you, class. We'll continue afterward.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Sorry. I
Yes.
overshot the time. Why don't you all stop me?
Miss,
Yes.
can I ask a question? For the confidence interval of the population, did I need
Yeah.
to fix the